So, who is up first in the morning? Yeah. Who takes longer to get ready? Who makes all the decisions? Who is the messiest? Let's see. Who wears the pants in the relationship?
Aww.
Teamwork, right? Who spends more money? Answer carefully. Who has the bigger wardrobe? Who does most of the cooking?
Aww.
Who is the better cook? No question on that. Who cleans more? Who cleans more?
That was nice.
Who has the best taste in music? Big surprise. Let's see. Who is more likely to run a red light? Who watches more TV? All right, this is going to be a hard one. Think very, very carefully about your answer. Who is always right? Who is in control of the remote control? Come on, Amanda. 5, 4.
No.
Who's the quiet one? And who's the loud one? Oh, another touchy one. Who is more stubborn?
It is equal.
Hey, no cheating. Who refuses to throw things away? Oh, this one's easy. Who sings better? Who is grumpier in the morning? Who's the better driver? No cheating, man. Who is the better storyteller? Who is more likely to eat dessert for breakfast? And finally, who do you love most in the whole wide world? Awesome, thank you. If I can have the
Get in the way.
Use a cheat sheet. First of all, thank you for inviting me, and everyone here, thank you for coming. I'm really happy for Jesse and Randa, and both of them are two kind and caring people, and I'm glad they found each other. I can say from experience with my wife, I'm always amazed when a redneck man can find a woman that is kind, classy, organized, and can bring balance to a relationship. Thank goodness for guys like Jesse and I that this is possible. I've known Jesse for probably 25 years or so. I knew him as a stubborn kid who was very particular, and to becoming a quiet teenage guy who would always sit back and he would laugh at all the antics of my crazy friends and I. Now I know him as a responsible, kind, honest, and all-around good man. Randy's been described to me as loving and an honest person who loves children, and there's nothing more important than those attributes. It's been said, and I quote, "A good marriage would be between a blind wife and a deaf husband." If you know Jesse, he's been known to be hard of hearing. So now we just need to find out if Randa has good eyesight. I've learned there's no one secret to a successful marriage, but some of the necessary behaviors that are essential is respect and recognize each other's contributions on a daily basis. Communication is important, although men are not very good at that. So always listen sincerely to each other's concerns and needs. Any disagreement should be discussed in a civilized tone and expressed with understanding. Work hard in both your career, your home life, and improve yourself and your family every day. Financial responsibility and budgeting is a priority, while setting aside funds for hobbies each of you enjoy, and no matter how ridiculous it may seem to each other, never laugh at your spouse's choices because you are one of them. Keep an organized weekly schedule and set aside tasks. And finally, marriage is fun, exciting, and complex. So I would go on and on with advice, but the final word of encouragement is no matter how fun you are having together or how low the times of difficulty can be, always enjoy companionship every day, and think back to the moments like this and how much you love each other. Congrats.
Okay. Well, Jesse, you're a very lucky man. I'm sure you already know that. Stop crying. You are getting someone who will be the most loyal friend you'll ever have. And speaking from experience, we've known each other our entire life. Don't ever get into a name-calling fight with her, because her response every time will be, "I know you are, but what am I?" Believe me, I've tried this several times as a child and I never won. So just don't even call her names. But just some advice for you guys. You remember you're on the same team. You're working towards the same goals. Say please and thank you. You know, remembering to be polite to each other is huge. And remember to say I love you. Congratulations.
Of course, I've thought about this and what I would say. I could think of some memories and share how you are not only my sister, but my best friend. And all that mushy stuff. which is all very true, but I thought I would share more about some things I have learned in marriage. Jesse and Randa. Cue ugly cry. But I already did that. I'm so happy for you both. I so wish I could say, and they lived happily ever after, and that was it. But sadly, we live in a world that works against the covenant of marriage. Of course, there will be lots of happy times. But the reality is that you now have to learn to live with this totally different person from a different background who acts, thinks, eats, smells, loads the dishwasher, folds laundry, manages money, etc. differently than you. It's not all sunshine and roses because he just needs to understand that I won't always make the bed or close the curtain, and that's okay. I digress. In marriage, God has given you an incredible opportunity to grow, learn, and experience His love through this relationship. You will also learn more about yourself than you ever knew you could possibly learn if you will just open your eyes to it. Your marriage is the most important relationship on earth. It is God's design to show the relationship between Christ and His church. So when the battles come, remember that you have an enemy who doesn't want your marriage to work. You don't battle each other. You battle together. You battle Him together. You now have a helper to encourage and pick you up and hold you and to join you in running the race. Jessie, Randa is a daughter of the King of Kings, and she should always be treated as such. And Randa Jessie is a son of the King of Kings, and should always be treated as such. When you have that mindset, it changes your perspective. We have prayed for you and will continue to do so. I pray blessings on you and your journey together, and may you always point each other to Christ. I love you, little sister.